before t-shirts became the canvas for your favorite band, meme, or quirky slogan. They were just boring undershirts. Yep. Plain, sweaty, probably scratchy cotton. But don't roll your eyes yet, because the story of the t-shirt is way more exciting than your grandma's sock drawer. Back in the late 19th century, the world wasn't ready for fashion statements. Soldiers and sailors in the US Navy needed something simple under their heavy, itchy uniforms. Enter the humble cotton shirt, short sleeves, crew neck, loose fit. Basically the ancestor of every lazy Sunday outfit you own today. Fun fact, these shirts were so basic that the biggest debate wasn't style, it was whether you wore it clean or, well, let's just say seasoned. Meanwhile, down on earth, industrial workers were also loving these cotton wonders. Why? Comfort, lightness, and the fact that it didn't get in the way when you were hauling crates or operating giant machines. In other words, these shirts were the Swiss Army knives of clothing, practical, versatile, and utterly forgettable. Until Hollywood noticed. Imagine a world where no one cared about what was on your chest. No logos, no slogans, just cotton. But here's the twist, Hollywood, the ultimate trendsetter, saw something in these shirts. And in the next chapter, we'll meet a few rebellious actors who turned these humble undershirts into iconic fashion statements. And let me tell you, it involves a leather jacket, a lot of attitude, and a scene that made parents everywhere clutch their pearls. So stick around, because the t-shirt's journey from boring underwear to symbol of cool rebellion is about to take a turn that even the Navy couldn't have predicted. Hollywood rebels and the rise of the cool t-shirt. Think your t-shirt is just comfy? Think again. Back in the 1950s, it became a symbol of rebellion, and all thanks to a couple of guys who knew how to smolder better than a barbecue in June. First up, Marlon Brando. Picture this, 1951, a streetcar named Desire. Brando struts onto the screen in a plain white t-shirt and suddenly, boom! Everyone's heart skips a beat. Why? Because that undershirt was no longer just underwear. It was a statement. Cool, edgy, and a little dangerous, kind of like a leather jacket with an attitude, without the bulk. Then came James Dean and Rebel Without a Cause. This guy made t-shirts the ultimate teenage uniform. Red jacket? Check. Jeans? Check. T-shirt? Check. Instant legend. Suddenly, teens everywhere were ditching stiff collars and itchy sweaters and thinking, why suffer for fashion when rebellion feels so comfy? And Hollywood didn't stop there. The t-shirt evolved into a blank canvas for self-expression. Movies, music, and teen culture turned it into the ultimate fashion chameleon, sometimes cool, sometimes cheeky, always unforgettable. Oh, and brands? They saw dollar signs. Merch, logos, slogans, t-shirts were no longer just for hiding under your clothes. They were front and center on your chest. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. Imagine your grandma seeing James Dean in a t-shirt on the big screen. Horror. Scandal. Moral panic. Yet somehow, the plain white t-shirt became a symbol of freedom. And this is where it gets even juicier. In the next section, we'll dive into how t-shirts went from Hollywood rebels to protest signs, rock band posters, and the ultimate tool for saying whatever the heck you want. And trust me, it involves punk, politics, and a lot of questionable fashion choices. You do not want to miss it. T-shirts take the stage, music, protest, and counterculture. By the 1970s, the t-shirt had officially ditched its boring past. No longer just underwear or Hollywood swag, it became the ultimate megaphone for attitude. And no, it didn't need batteries or Wi-Fi, it just needed a cotton canvas and a bold statement. Rock bands, punk groups, and hippies realized something magical. A t-shirt could speak louder than a guitar solo. Want to show your love for your favorite band? Slap their logo on your chest. Want to annoy your parents? Wear a shirt with a cheeky slogan. Suddenly, your outfit wasn't just clothing, it was a protest, a fandom, and a middle finger. Sometimes all at once. And it wasn't just music. Activists caught on too. Anti-war messages, civil rights slogans, feminist statements, you name it. T-shirts became portable billboards for change. Imagine walking down the street in 1972 with "Make Love Not War" on your chest. You weren't just stylish, you were practically a walking manifesto. Then came the ultimate power move, DIY t-shirts. Cut, bleach, paint, screen print, people were turning thrift store cotton into wearable art. If you could dream it, you could wear it. And yes, some of those fashion experiments looked, well, questionable. But hey, rebellion isn't meant to be neat. Let's be real, t-shirts became the Swiss Army knife of self-expression. Music, politics, humor, and yes, even terrible puns. It was a badge of identity, and sometimes, a conversation starter like, "Wait, is that a cat dressed as a taco?" From rebellion to runway, the graphic t-shirt revolution. By the 1980s, t-shirts were no longer just about rebellion or music fandom. Oh no, they were about graphics, branding, and showing off your personality. Loudly. Imagine your chest as a billboard. Only way cooler. Screen printing technology went from garage experiments to mass production. Suddenly, your t-shirt could feature anything. Your favorite rock band, a political message, or even a neon-colored dinosaur riding a skateboard. Yes, really. Fashion had officially met fun chaos. And designers? They smelled an opportunity. High fashion started dabbling in t-shirts, turning humble cotton into runway statements. People were paying big bucks for what used to be basic underwear. Who knew rebellion could be so expensive? T-shirts went global. From New York to Tokyo, people were rocking tees to express identity, humor, or fandom. They became unisex, universal, and essentially mandatory in every wardrobe. And of course, brands started cashing in, logos, slogans, and quirky designs everywhere. Your t-shirt wasn't just a shirt, it was a personality. And let's not forget pop culture. Movie merch, cartoon characters, video games, t-shirts became tiny canvases for whatever made people happy, weird, or mildly confused. You know the ones, "I paused my game to be here," or "a cat riding a taco." Yes, t-shirts were now the official messenger of humanity's quirks. But hold on to your cotton, because the next chapter takes us into the digital age. Customization, tech-driven printing, and the rise of AI-powered designs. The t-shirt is about to get smarter than you. And slightly judgmental about your outfit choices. Stay tuned. The digital revolution, custom t-shirts and global fashion. By the 1990s, t-shirts had leveled up. No longer just rebellious statements or neon chaos, they became digital canvases. And no, you didn't need a PhD in art. Just a computer, a printer, and a wild imagination. Enter digital printing. Suddenly, every tiny design you could imagine could go on a t-shirt. Your dog dressed as a superhero? Check. Your favorite meme? Check. Your roommate's face on a taco? Well, maybe check. But let's not go there. T-shirts became a global staple. From streetwear in Tokyo to hip-hop in New York, from music festivals in London to casual Fridays in offices, yes, even there, t-shirts were everywhere. And they weren't just comfy, they were messengers of identity, humor, and rebellion combined. DIY culture exploded. Platforms allowed anyone to design and sell t-shirts online. Want to create a shirt that says, "I survived 2020 and all I got was this existential dread"? You could. T-shirts were no longer just clothing, they were a voice, a joke, and sometimes, a therapy session on fabric. And pop culture? T-shirts became tiny celebrities. Band merch, movie references, ironic slogans, they were everywhere. Basically, if a t-shirt couldn't make someone laugh, cry, or nod knowingly, it was failing at life. But wait, the story isn't over. In the next section, we'll explore the modern innovations, eco-friendly fabrics, AI-designed graphics, and ergonomically smart designs. Yes, your t-shirt is about to get smarter than you. And way more fashionable. Modern innovations, the t-shirt in the 21st century. Think t-shirts couldn't get any cooler? Think again. Welcome to the 21st century, where your humble cotton shirt is basically a fashion genius. And sometimes a little judgmental about your style choices. Modern t-shirts are no longer limited to plain fabric and screen prints. Digital printing now allows ultra-detailed designs, gradients, and even photos. Yes, your face could technically be on a t-shirt. Perfect for birthdays. Or mild revenge. And it's not just about looks. Eco-friendly fabrics, recycled cotton, and ethically sourced materials mean you can save the planet while looking fabulous. Some shirts even claim to be moisture-wicking, odor-resistant, or temperature-regulating. Basically, your t-shirt is now smarter than you on a Monday morning. Thanks to AI, you can now design a t-shirt without touching a paintbrush. Want a shirt with a cat riding a unicorn through space while quoting Shakespeare? Done. The t-shirt has officially entered the era of limitless imagination and questionable fashion choices. From streetwear collaborations to viral meme merch, t-shirts remain the ultimate platform for humor, self-expression, and rebellion, in a socially acceptable way. They're comfy, versatile, and now, basically high-tech art you wear. And this brings us to the final chapter, where we'll look at the legacy of the t-shirt. From chew sticks to AI-powered tees, this story is a reminder that even the simplest piece of fabric can change culture, express ideas, and sometimes Make your dog jealous of your outfit. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Conclusion and legacy, the epic journey of the t-shirt. From frayed sticks in ancient times to AI-designed masterpieces in the 21st century, the t-shirt has traveled a long, fascinating road. And somehow, it's still just a shirt. But oh, what a shirt it is. It all started as a simple undershirt for sailors and laborers, plain, practical, and probably a little scratchy. Who would have guessed that this unassuming cotton rectangle would eventually dominate fashion, culture, and even your Instagram feed? Over the decades, the t-shirt has been a symbol of rebellion, a billboard for ideas, a canvas for art, and a badge of identity. From Hollywood rebels like Marlon Brando and James Dean, to punk rockers, activists, meme lovers, and yes, even your cousin with the world's okayest chef shirt, it's everywhere. Today, t-shirts are high-tech, eco-friendly, and endlessly customizable. They combine comfort, creativity, and conscience. They're smart, stylish, and sometimes even judgmental about your outfit choices. But always loyal, like a best friend who never judges your nap schedule. Think about it, a piece of fabric that started as practical underwear is now a global cultural phenomenon. It can make us laugh, provoke thought, declare love, or protest injustice. All while being ridiculously comfortable. Basically, it's a superhero in cotton disguise. So next time you throw on your favorite t-shirt, remember, you're wearing history, creativity, and a little bit of rebellion. And maybe, just maybe, your shirt is judging you for that third slice of pizza. But hey, you look amazing anyway. Wear it proudly. Express yourself. And never underestimate the power of a simple t-shirt.